السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. إن الحمد لله جل وعلا الأحد الصمد الذي لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن له كفوا أحد، والصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء والمرسلين صلى الله عليه وعلى آله وأصحابه ومن تبعهم بإحسان إلى يوم الدين. أما بعد. Members of respected nation, once again we are here to discuss about Islam, so to say. And today we are at the honor or at the request of Yasin Wapi is the one who requested me to explain about Ramadan and also about 6 days after Ramadan. And I was like, don't worry, I will explain, but it will be in the topic of the winners and the losers. So the topic of today is the winners and the losers. Sir Maria, walk with me, follow me. Let's start. In Ramadan, we engaged in different ibadat, visiting the sick, take care of the orphans, giving charity, praying 5 times a day, praying taraweh, praying tahajjud, involving in adhkar, la ilaha illallah, Muhammadur Rasulullah, astaghfirullah, la ilaha illallah wahdahu la sharika lah, lahul mulku wa lahul hamdu wa huwa ala kulli shay'in qadir. We involved in istighfar, astaghfirullah, astaghfiruka wa atubu ilayk, masha'Allah tabaraka wa ta'ala. It was so amazing. It was amazing, of course. We engaged in different ibadat, but there is always an exception. What is an exception? An exception to the believers, to the muttaqun. The muttaqun are the ones who benefited in Ramadan. There might be those who were engaging also in ibadat, so on and so forth, but Allah Ta'ala didn't accept their deeds. You know why? Because they are not the muttaqun. They are not the winners. So the winners here we will be talking about are those who fear Allah Ta'ala unconditionally. They don't fear Allah Ta'ala conditionally, not only in Ramadan, not only in those best days of the year. No, they don't fear Allah Ta'ala conditionally. They fear Allah Ta'ala unconditionally. And you must say, no, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? This and that. Why you have to say so? And why the deed wasn't accepted? Come on, I have a proof. إنما يتقبل من المتقين. Allah تبارك وتعالى accept from the muttaqun only. So only the muttaqun, the deeds are well represented at the sight of Allah تبارك وتعالى جل وعلا, but the rest not. So for you to fight me and say, no, why you are saying so? You have to change. The time is now. Change. Return to Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala. Return to Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala. And if you don't make a progress after Ramadan, being worshiping Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala in Ramadan, if you don't make a progress, to say, I know in Ramadan I can worship Allah Tabarak after Ramadan, I don't need that. Allah Tabarak is merciful. How you can earn mercy of Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala if you worship Him conditionally? If you worship Him conditionally, which means you fear only that moment. You don't fear Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala. You don't fear Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala. And if you don't fear Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala, your deeds will never be accepted. It will be deleted completely. But if you fear Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala unconditionally, in bad, in good, in Ramadan, out of Ramadan, before Ramadan, then there is no problem. It's 100%. Is what? Is 100% excellent. Excellent. That's al-ihsan, of course. So you are worshiping Allah Tabaraka as you see him. And if you don't see him, he sees you. Meaning, you are seeing of yourself. Hmm? You are fearing Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala Jalla wa Ala. And what do you have to know? Jannah will be occupied by the what? By the muttaqun. By the muttaqun. The muttaqun. Those who fears Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala. And Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala said, تلك الجنة التي نورث من عبادنا من كان تقيا. That's Jannah which we will make occupiable to those who are fearing Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala here on the globe. So if you don't fear Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala unconditionally, which means you are not regarded from the muttaqun. Today onwards, you have to change. From there onwards, you have to change. You have to return back to Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala. Turn back to Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala. And Allah Tabarak will be very happy. Allah Tabarak will embrace you. Allah Tabarak will definitely embrace you. He will put you in His protection. He will put you among His exclusive friends. Allahu Akbar. La ilaha illallah, Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar wa lillahi alhamd. You know, with all the virtues of Ramadan, we heard all the virtues of Ramadan. You know, من صام رمضان إيمانا واحتسابا غفر له ما تقدم من ذنبه. That's why we're busy worshiping Allah Tabarak Ta'ala. Whoever fast in the month of Ramadan with iman and hoping that Allah Tabarak Ta'ala shall forgive him or her, and then all the sins committed before Ramadan will be forgiven, shall be forgiven. Allahu Akbar. La ilaha illallah, Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar wa lillahi alhamd. You know, that's why we were busy engaging in istiqamat. But do we need to stop worshiping Allah Tabarak after Ramadan? Do we need to stop fasting? No, we mustn't stop. If we want to be regarded from those category, the category of the winners, and then we mustn't stop, because we are here about to explain about the losers and the winners. So the winners are those who make a progress, and the losers, they don't make a progress. And as I'm saying, the losers will always be the losers. In Ramadan, they came out empty, and until now they are still empty until they return to Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala Jalla wa Ala. They return back to Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala, and then there will be no problem, and then they will be regarded as the muttaqun, the winners, so to say. The winners here are the muttaqun, as we just explained. Allahu Akbar. La ilaha illallah, Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar wa lillahi alhamd. And Abdullah ibn Umar, when we talk of the good deeds being accepted from the muttaqun, Abdullah ibn Umar used to say, no, I wish Allah Tabarak to accept, even if he were to be two rakatain, and they have no problem, and then I'm fine. You know why? Because it is Him, Allah Tabarak, who said, إِنَّمَا يَتَقَبَّلُ مِنَ الْمُتَّقِينَ. Verily, Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala accept from the muttaqun, from the fearers, those who fears Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala Jalla wa Ala. Al-Ahad, As-Samad, Alladhi lam yalid wa lam yulad wa lam yakul lahu kufuwan ahad. You members of respect nation, I know you are special. You are special. You are so special. When you heard about the virtues of Ramadan, you know, the way we explained, you know, fasting the month of Ramadan, and then you were engaging in different ibadat. And Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen, it wasn't a struggle for you to fast after Ramadan. It wasn't a struggle for you to fast after Ramadan. Fasting 6 days, it wasn't a problem. And Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen, I have one member from Respect Nation. I was so shocked. You know, when I'm talking about shocked, yeah, really, I was so shocked to hear that. Come on, he finished the Quran 4 times. I don't want to mention a name directly, but yeah, Mahmoud. You know, when I say Mahmoud, you won't know who is Mahmoud, but there is a certain Mahmoud, the one who completed the Quran 4 times. And me, I didn't have the option. I was like, come on, I'll do something for you. Allah Akbar, La ilaha illallah, Allah Akbar, Allah Akbar, wa lillahi alhamd. Not to finish 4 times in our time. It's not easy. It's not easy at all. And I was like, Sheikh, أنت يعني بمقدار ممتاز هكذا. You know, I'm not a person who will stand there, try to dilute whatever a person did for the sake of Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala. No. I'm not kind of a person. But Alhamdulillah, when we discuss about Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala. When we talk about Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala. We can talk whatever we can talk, but main thing we do is to discuss about Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala. How Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala merciful upon us. How Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala granted so many blessings, so on and so forth. Allahu Akbar, La ilaha illallah, Allah Akbar, Allahu Akbar, wa lillahi alhamd. And also, he's one who told me, like, don't tell the people that look at the polite we see around is not only have to be done in Ramadan, but the polite have to continue, have to progress, which means we have to treat one another in a good way, the way we used to do in Ramadan. But after Ramadan, vulgarness is back, shouting this and that, shouting for no reason, so on and so forth, insulting. No, it's not good. We are the people respected by Islam. Allahu Akbar, La ilaha illallah, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, wa lillahi alhamd. And you are like, the members of respected nation. Come on, you can be also from the members of respected nation. But here, we are putting in general so that everybody should benefit. So these members of respected nation are very, very special people. Very, very special people. And Alhamdulillah, Rabbil Alameen. There is also a hadithi, after a hadithi of the Rasul that say, من صام رمضان ثم أتبعه ستا من شوال كان كصيام الدهر. Whoever fast in the month of Ramadan and then follow up with 6 days, كان كصيام الدهر, he or she like fasted all year, meaning the reward will be similar of that of the fasting of the year. Allahu Akbar, La ilaha illallah, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, wa lillahi alhamd. So, have you fasted after Ramadan? Have you fasted your 6 days? Alhamdulillah, Rabbil Alameen, around me, the youngsters around me, they did it. They did it in a very perfect way. We're talking about Abu Jamila. We are talking about the Hamza. We are talking about the, Abu Sharif. MashaAllah, Tabarak wa Ta'ala. Sharif, Alhamdulillah. May Allah Tabarak bless you for the gift. We want to say the Amazon expose your gift. But Alhamdulillah, Rabbil for the gift. May Allah Tabarak bless you. May Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala make you rich. Yeah, it's always your wish to be rich, so that you should continue giving a lot of charity, so to say, to give out for the sake of Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala Jalla wa Ala. Al-Ahadu As-Samadu Alladhi lam yalid wa lam yulad wa lam yakul lahu kufuwan ahad. And if you never fasted after Ramadan, if you never fasted 6 days, come on, the days are the fasts. Change. Be from the winners, not from the losers. Let me put in your English. If you didn't fast your 6 days after Ramadan, may you fast. You are still having the days ahead. In Shawwal here. We are in Shawwal. So being in Shawwal, you can actually fast 6 days. So it doesn't matter immediately after Ramadan or later after Ramadan. So the days are there ahead of us. Can we fast? Can you fast your 6 days if you didn't? Show that you are from the winners, not from the losers. The losers are those who don't fast after Ramadan, and when they fast in Ramadan, they only fast just because they are fearing Ramadan. They don't really, get to engage very due to Iman and the hope that Allah Ta'ala shall forgive them. Are those who are actually in a losing state. So don't be in a losing state. Be in a winning state. Fast your 6 days, and Allah Ta'ala will reward you as you fasted whole year. Allahu Akbar. La ilaha illallah, Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. Walillahi alhamd. Here now we know. Yeah, you see. Now you know. The winners are those who makes a progress. And the losers are those who don't make a progress. The winners are those who worship Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala unconditionally. And the losers are those who don't worship Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala conditionally. Who don't worship Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala, who don't worship Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala unconditionally. Meaning, they worship Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala conditionally. Being a member of Respect Nation is so special because you will always understood the context of every single ayah. You will always understood the every context of the hadith of the Rasul. You know what I mean? Meaning, when you are being reminded something about Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala and His Messenger, you will never hesitate. You will follow. And Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen, you know, the massivity we saw in Ramadan still continuing. Not like that much as we know, but Alhamdulillah, the people are there wanting to worship Allah Tabarak. The people are there involving the car. The people are there visiting the sick. The people are there, you know, doing everything possible to please Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala. These are the winners. Those are the winners. So be from the winners, not the losers. Allahu Akbar. La ilaha illallah, Allahu Akbar.